Hey guys, how's it going? Funny story. I woke up early this morning, about 5:15, to get ready to go on my big adventure. And I left the house from Hampshire. It was a warm, sunny day. It was in the 20s already. I think it was going to get up to about 27 degrees. And I drove north. And I drove, and after I'd been driving for a few hours, I was seeing all these place names of places up north I've only ever seen on a map. I was getting quite excited about what I was going to do when I got there. And then just as I passed the turn off for like Manchester and Liverpool, the sky clouded over, became like a grey blanket, and it started to rain. And the temperature dropped by 7 degrees. And how I laughed. Because it's literally like what people from the south think the north is like, grey and raining all the time. And I just thought that was so beautiful. So I'm happy I am here in a place where I have always wanted to go, and I have never been here my whole life, so I'm pretty excited. Obviously I'm just sat in the car at the moment, but let's wander down into the village and check things out. I am finally in the Lake District. My first stop is Windermere. It looks really busy and touristy, which I guess is only to be expected, but I just really wanted to check it out anyway, so let's go. Okay, this is insane. I haven't seen this many tourists for a really long time, and like international tourists from everywhere. It's funny because this isn't what I would seek out usually, but there's also something kind of jolly about it, like right this second. There are a couple of reasons why I came here. One, because I wanted to get something to eat, but two, there's a vegan cafe that I really want to check out, but I actually think that it's shut. So, not ideal, but we'll see. Is that over there? Oh my gosh. Now that looked promising, right? But let's just first see if we can find this cafe, because if it is open, we can get a little refreshment and take it to the lake, which was my hope. But as you know, if you've been watching this channel a long time, my hopes and dreams are usually crushed on foot, so no, I'm only joking. Just sometimes. So they open 3 days a week. This is what we could have had. Oh my god, that looks really good. I'm glad I was prepared for that disappointment, otherwise I would have been totally crushed. I am so loving this, and it's all the better because I'm not going to be staying here for very long, but it's jolly, all these people, and there's loads of Asian tourists. And when I was a kid we lived in Hong Kong for 3 years, and I don't know, it's just something about it that reminds me of that time, which I kind of like. Hello water. Wow. I absolutely love rowing, so I would love to get in one of these. I don't think I'm going to do it by the second, I just don't have time. But I absolutely love it, so you are going to see me in a rowing boat sometime soon, hopefully. I think I like it because it makes me feel like I'm on a holiday. Like, especially when you're somewhere there's loads of international tourists, it feels like a holiday. If there's just loads of other English people like bitching and whining about stuff and you understand everything they're saying, it's just like, oh, it's not so great. But I love hearing people, you know, talking in different languages that you don't understand. It's just, yeah, it's brilliant. So many birds getting fed, which doesn't seem like the best idea to me, but there we go. Oh my god, there's even an amusement arcade. Dreamy. So the most pressing reason that I wanted to come here, and actually why I wanted to come to the Lake District itself, is of course Swallows and Amazons, the most amazing books by Arthur Ransom, which if you haven't read, you should just get them now, because they are the most lovely, wholesome stories that he started writing in the 1930s about a group of children who, some of them lived in the Lake District and some of them came on holiday. here about the adventures they had, basically sailing, camping out, having adventures, just absolutely brilliant. A lot of the books, they're not all, are based in the Lake District, around a lake that I have always thought was Windermere, and the main town that the children call Rio in the books. I thought that that was Windermere town, which is why I wanted to come here. Been reading about it recently, and actually it's slightly unclear what they were based on, and possibly a combination of Windermere and Coniston Water. But I think that this probably is the place that was supposed to be Rio in the book. That said, I think I've probably had enough of this for one day, and that we should head back to the car and get out somewhere a little bit quieter. Classy. Okay, I've picked up some supplies, I have seen Rio, I've even had my first look at Windermere Lake, Windermere. Haven't been to the vegan cafe, but still that's looking good. I've had more than enough of this place now. I've got very hot walking back up the hill, so let's go see if we can find somewhere a little bit quieter to admire these amazing views, because this place is nuts. Well, how cool is this? This is more like it, right? Awesome. I am pretty tired after all the driving I've done today. So I wanted to be done with the car. So I've come to this campsite, which is looking really good. It's called Bayes Brown Campsite. You don't have to make any bookings, and it was £12 a night. So I think that's all good. That's what I'm in the market for when I try to find a campsite. It's a shame to be away from the water, but in the middle of all these hills, absolutely beautiful. I can't decide if what I want to do most is make a cup of tea, have a drink of wine, or go for another walk. The drive up here was great, and I came through the village, which I think is about 1.5 miles away. The Cumbrian Way footpath actually apparently goes through the campsite as well. So I kind of want to do that too. And then I also want to sit down. So I have got some tough decisions to make. Got this half a squishy sandwich from Pret, but it was very expensive, that I bought from the motorway service station, so I'm going to endeavour to enjoy that. I can't be bothered to get out the mug I want. We're just going to have to use the only thing that I can find. This is a pretty appalling vessel to drink wine from, but beggars can't be choosers, eh? And this is little Nancy Drew. You haven't met her before, but she's my new pal, my adventure pal. And did you see this? Silver Miss Nancy. Cheers. How good does that look? This place is completely insane. I couldn't really see anything at all the way up through like 5 hours of driving, pretty much until you turn off the M6 to head towards the Lake District, and then suddenly you start seeing these hills in the distance, and I was blown away. I always knew I was gonna love it here, but it's just insane. Like, the south of England is beautiful, and that's where I've seen the most, you know, Cornwall, Devon, Hampshire, Surrey. It's beautiful and it's varied and it's lovely, but it's not like rugged and wild, you know. it's Hampshire country garden, like sweet rolling farming country. It's beautiful, but this is it's just mind-blowing. I am so drawn to this place, you know. I guess the parts I like of Cornwall the best are the really wild coastal scenery as well, and I'm missing the sea. I'm missing Cornwall so much, but it's good for me to go away and see if Cornwall is where I, you know, really want to be. And now I'm having the chance to go on this trip and to see some new places. So here I am, a fleeting visit, unfortunately. Well, I say unfortunately, I'm on my way somewhere else. So I only have one night in the Lake District, but I could not drive by without at least checking out a little bit. So yeah, we've made it to the campsite. This is good. It's an incredible setting. I think I am just gonna sit here and look at these hills for a bit. Hopefully tomorrow morning, if I get up, I walk up a fell to look at some views and go for a swim somewhere in one of the lakes. So before I carry on driving north over northwards. Oh, Nancy Drew, booze hound. What I forgot to get was a bag of ice, which I was going to put in the cool box. This wine was in the fridge before. I put it in the cool box this morning, so it's still a bit cold, but it's not very cold, and I guess the rest of the food in there isn't as well. But this is the first time I've used a cool box, I think. So I'm not up to par's not right, up to scratch, no. Well, I don't know what I'm doing basically. I don't know what I'm doing with the cool box. I don't know what I'm doing with camping in the car. I don't know what I'm doing with life actually. So it's all a bit of an experiment. Snack of champions, of course, the old classic hummus and some ready salted crisps. Can't go wrong. It's not even raining anymore, look. After everything I said about the north of England, I mean, it's a bit cloudy. And you know I was joking, right? Of course it rains in the south as well. And I don't honestly know if the north of England actually rains more. If it's more grey, you tell me. I don't know. You guys who live in the north have been encouraging me to come up here. Never mentioned that it was grey and rainy the whole time, so I kind of assumed that it was going to be summer. I'm not complaining. This is cool. It's warm and it's not raining, so it's all good. But yeah, we'll have to see what lies in store for me for the next few weeks. I'm really finding these hills are hypnotic. They're insane. They're just so beautiful. I can't believe that some people were actually born up here and have seen this like every day of their lives, and I've just never seen it until now. Doesn't seem possible that it could be true. And honestly, the Lake District is the one place in the UK I've always wanted to go because of Arthur Ransom books, and if you've read them you'll understand why. They're just so magical and just so evocative, like, of the area, and I've always wanted to come, and I don't know why I haven't. It took me like 5.5 hours, or really 5 hours to get to Windermere. It's the same as Cornwall, and yet it feels like so much further. I mean, the drive was a lot more boring because it's just up motorway and there's nothing to see, but you know, in a blink of an eye it was over, and now I'm here. I'm finally here, somewhere I've always wanted to be, and I just can't stop staring at these hills. They're really beautiful. If only you know here. I can't speak. If only you know who was here, eh? She wouldn't have liked the drive though, and I will say it was much more relaxing without her with me, because I used to worry about her all the time in the car because she was like so upset. So without that element, the actual drive for me was more relaxing, there's no doubt. But of course I wish she was here. She would have loved walking in these hills, I can tell you that now before I even walk in them. She would have absolutely loved it. Okay, because I love you, because you take time out of your busy days to watch these videos, even though I'm really tired, I'm gonna walk back the other way into the village and just show you what that's like in case you maybe want to come here and stay at this campsite, which I think you probably will because it's pretty cool, right? Wow. An evening swim in here would be absolutely dreamy. It's really humid and I'm feeling hot on this long journey. I would really like to go in, but one, I don't have my swimsuit and there's a couple of guys up there, but also it's all these stones and that's going to be really, really painful to get in and out. So not the easiest, but just feeling that cool water on my hands. Oh, it's dreamy. I was so stressed getting ready for this trip. And I'm having a good time today. I'm glad I came. I think it was worth it. What a brilliant place this is. I'm so glad that I decided to come to this campsite. I was actually considering staying in Windermere. And I'm so glad that I didn't book something there. Because it was fun for half an hour, but that was enough. This is much more my vibe. And the air smells absolutely amazing. I don't think anything has felt further away than the village feels to me right now. I feel a little bit sick, I'm so tired. But that's cool. I'm looking forward to getting in bed and testing out the car. This isn't the first time I've slept in it. I did sleep in it a few weeks ago when I went away for a couple of days to kind of test it out. I didn't have all the stuff that I've got in there now. It wasn't fully packed, and now I am fully packed. I'm gonna have to show you what I've done, because honestly I'm amazed I fit everything in there, because we're talking everything that I need for daily life, you know, for holiday or just for living, everything for work, and everything for tent camping, as well as camping in the car. So that's a lot of different things, and I did it, sort of. It actually reminds me of Wales here in Snowdonia. Like, it looks like slag heaps. I think it must be. So this must be a mining area. Correct me if I'm wrong. Look at that amazing wall. Some amazing stones, and these walls are absolutely incredible. Hello friends. Hello. Hi guys. at you. Woo. Friends, not food, people. Look at them. Look how curious they are. And beautiful. Are you coming too? Hello. Hello. How could anybody want to kill you when you want to be alive? Look at you. Lovely cows. We've got another taker. Careful. Careful, don't hurt yourself. Okay, here we are in the metropolis. We have got Brambles Cafe, very nicely situated, and the Co-op Village store. Closed obviously, but it is quite late now. Let's see. Ooh. Outdoor stuff, games. Pretty. No dogs allowed. No one likes that. Hi. The final stop on our village tour is the pub. Can hear the beck over there. Very nice. Nice spot. Lovely hearing the beck. I'm not going to go in right now, but yeah, this is a really nice place.
It was really funny. I walked down to my mum, so.
I'm rating this campsite pretty high at the moment. Views, incredible. Can you swim? Yes, in the back. What's it near? Pub and shop and a cafe. So yeah, can't go wrong really. You don't need to make a reservation. The price is good. I think I already said £12.50. So let's just quickly check out the facilities and then I'll know whether I can give it a 10 out of 10 or not. I'm trying to get ready for bed and there's no doubt that it's not massively convenient. Like, there's just no space in here and it's just so hard getting everything out. I don't know why I'd be surprised. It'd be difficult to live in a car. But there it is. I am surprised. It's difficult. But yes, I'm endeavouring to remember where I put everything, perform my ablutions, and I'm going to go to bed without supper because I am so tired. I'm having such a kerfuffle finding where I put everything. I've got some new sleeping pills. I know I said this before, but this really is like one of the best views that I've ever had from a campsite. Just look at it. I mean, isn't that something to brush your teeth to? The cool box is making a really useful table on that side. And this car's so cool because it also has like 2 little window ledges to keep things on overnight. I've totally buried the power pack thing that I want to charge my phone with. So I'm going to see if there's any way that I can get a cable down to it while it's down there, or if I've just put it somewhere where it's actually completely useless. Right, wish me luck. I don't think I can do it. The thing is, I've unburied it, And I can kind of feel the hole and I'm trying to put the cable in, but I can't see it, so I'm not actually sure if it's the right hole or not. I think I've done it. Ta-da! Let me just check if it works on you. Seems to be working, so I'm going to bury it again. I feel like this is only going to work on a campsite because I don't want to keep things in the front seat if I was not on a campsite. Let's see if I can turn this into an actual bed. There she is. Ta-da! Perfect. Just one thing to show before I go to bed. My library. I just like to keep my library over here, under all this other crap. Oh, you can't. No, you can't get to it anymore. I put too much crap on top of it. Here we go. My books. Because of course, I couldn't go anywhere without a bunch of books. I'm going to be reading this tonight. Well, here we are, all ready for bed. Got the Hardy Boys, as I've mentioned. Now, you know that I am a big fan of Nancy Drews. But I've read all my Nancy Drews a million times, found this Hardy Boys on the shelf. This is basically the kind of version of the same thing for boys. So instead of Nancy Drew, it's Joe and Frank Hardy, detective teenagers. And the great thing is that later in the series, they do these like files where the Hardy Boys actually meet up with Nancy Drew and solve mysteries. It's brilliant. And on that particularly fine note, I am going to bid you adieu. I'm tired. I think I'm just going to go to bed. So thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you in the morning. And goodbye. Oh. Goodbye.